Welcome to Wallz high impact panel installation video. This is a product of RJM Composites. This is to assist you to properly install your kickback plates after you've ordered. Now I'd like to show you the tools that you will need to install your new kickback plates. You're going to need a paint pan, paint brushes, an adhesive roller, isofill alcohol. You're going to need some 1x stock of maple to patch the holes in your kickback. You're going to need some stain, some clear coat polyurethane. You're going to need pry bars, a hammer, a belt sander with 80 grit sandpaper. Of course, you're going to need RJM Composites balls to wall adhesive and a stir stick to stir it when it gets to you. Now to remove your old kickback plate, you're going to want to take your hammer and pry bar. You're going to want to start in the corner. Start there and pull up and work your way all the way around the kickback plate. This will loosen the edges. And then you're going to want to take a larger bar, get it in there, and start working it all the way off of the kickback. Okay, now that we've removed the kickback panel, time to sand the kickback. We want it to be a nice smooth surface so that your new Ballz kickback panel will glue to it securely. Alright, now we've removed the old kickback plate. And we've completely sanded the kickback, so it's a perfectly smooth surface. If you have any imperfections and little indentations, those are fine. The Ballz kickbacks are going to cover that, and they will not re-break, bubble, or chip. With the competitors' kickback plates, that might be a problem, but not with Ballz. Now we're going to wipe everything down thoroughly with some alcohol so you have no dust. Now we're ready to install your new Ballz kickback plate. What you'll want to do is get this lined up onto your kickback, get it secure to where you can hold it in place, and you'll want to trace around where you're going to glue it. This will ensure that you don't over glue onto the kickback to where you're going to stain and finish it. One thing you'll want to do if you have any major holes in your kickback is you want to patch those with your stock maple. So if you had a hole this big, you'd want to make your stock maple a little bit bigger than your hole. You'll put it over the hole, trace around the stock, because this is only 1x under here too. So now you'll take your skill saw and you'll saw on the lines, and then take your pry bar and pop that piece of 1x out of there that's damaged. Then you can place your new piece of 1x stock into that hole, use liquid nail and drywall screws and countersink them and screw in your new piece of wood. Okay, now that you've opened the can of your Ballz adhesive, you're going to want to make sure that you stir it thoroughly. As you can see, it's kind of a dark caramel color. Once you stir it, you're going to see the yellow come back to the adhesive. Once you get a nice consistent yellow look to the adhesive, it's ready to apply. Now you should get about 8 kickback plates per gallon. Now we're going to take a little bit of the adhesive and pour it in the paint pan. We're going to take the small brush and we're going to brush the edges of the kickback. This first coat on the kickback is going to be like a sealer, so you're going to want to let it dry thoroughly. Okay, now that I've got the edges recoated, I'm going to take my adhesive roller, get a thorough amount on there. We're going to put a coat onto the kickback. Nice, generous coat. Okay, now that our base coat on our kickback is dried thoroughly, we're ready to put on our final coats of Ballz wall adhesive. What you want to do is pour some more into your paint pan. You want to paint around the edges again real quick, just to get that second coat so you're not overflowing. You want to get another generous amount on your adhesive roller and coat your Ballz wall kickback right. Nice generous coat on there. Okay, now we've got both surfaces coated generously with the Ballz wall adhesive. You're going to want to let this set up to the touch, where you can touch it with your fingers and not pull the adhesive off of the kickback plate. Okay, now we've let our adhesive set up. I can touch it, my fingers will stick to it, and not lift the adhesive off the panel. What you want to do is get this lined up where you need to have it. Once it's down, it's down. I'm going to find my front line and my side lines. Once I drop this into place, it's where it's going to be. What I usually do is take a rubber mallet and I'll just hit it all over the place. Not exactly necessary, but mainly around the edges. As you can see, this plate is on and it's not coming off. Now if you had to absolutely secure a corner, this product is much stronger than the competitors, so you can countersink. Sink a half-inch drywall screw, whatever you have to do in the corners, just to make sure you tighten that spot up. We also are coming out with a water-based glue that takes 24 hours to dry, so you can do countersinks and you can screw them on. Let it set 24 hours. Come back the next day, take the screws out, leave them in. They're countersunk. They're not going to damage the pans, the balls, like some of your older style kickback plates. You use our adhesive, you get a 5-year guarantee. Nobody else in the industry will do that for you. So, indestructible. Now what we'll do in this next segment is we're going to finish the product, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. We have stained polyurethane around our kickback plate. This is your Ballz to Wallz high impact kickback panel. Finished product. It's a beautiful product. It lasts many, many, many years compared to anything else on the market. I thank you for your time and your interest, and enjoy your new product.